So we're doing another random live stream. Surprise everyone, it's a live stream. So let's just wait to see if some people turn up. Maybe I'll go share it. Good morning and happy Friday. Happy warm Friday. It's so hot, isn't it? Oh my goodness. I guess we can share it in Discord as well. Normally I do this kind of stuff beforehand, but I kind of forgot a bit, so... Let's just share it around a few different places. I don't have to deal with SolidWorks crashing. Fusion360 barely ever crashes. It's been a few times in total. Hi, Speddy. Where else can we share this? Rat Discord, maybe? I forget where to share this stuff. I share in mods discussion. Right, let's get started and then we can carry on. So we've got an optimized setup today. So before, when we were doing it, I was doing it all on my streaming computer, which normally just does the streaming and is about 9 years old or something. So today, Nuno very kindly suggested about using NDI protocol, which is as far as I can tell, I think it was a actual broadcast quality protocol for transferring media kind of live from one computer to another. So I've got my CAD laptop sort of thing running Fusion, and then that just passes everything over Ethernet to the streaming computer. So there's no capture card or anything, but it just seems to work super well. So I've got, I mean, I don't know what the frame like and stuff is like for you, but for me it's kind of perfect because it means I've got a decent computer for running CAD. So hopefully we can open up things without the stream crashing or lagging or anything weird like that. Won't have any strange problems. Hopefully I can handle this fine. Yeah, it seems reasonable. Oh, it's a bit laggy. I think I've left an origin on one of the parts, but that's okay. It is still laggy. Maybe there's something in here that's particularly difficult for it to draw. Which parts are we up to? I think we were doing, did we finish XY joiners? Guide assembly. I think we can do these front idler assemblies. This would be a good one to do. Oh, cool. Am I audible enough as right? All right as well. Right, this looks good. So, going to use mostly same techniques as we did in the last stream. Expanding holes, so we expand them by, oh, hang on, no. Sometimes this is weird. I don't know when it chooses to do one or the other. Oh, let's copy the bodies. Forget to do that. There we go. So there's sometimes it does this and it sets that dimension here, whereas other times it will do it properly and it will be an offset based on the current dimension. Ah, there we go. It just needs to be that. There we go. Cool. So that just makes the holes a little bit. Oh, I forgot to do. How? Turn off the original body and then do it again. Doop doop be doop. Doop be doop be doop. Minus 0.1. That enlarges those holes a little bit. Then we need to take off this chamfer. Edit this feature. Bosh bosh. Bibbidi boom. Okay. Then we put on a new chamfer. Change it to 2 distance, 1 and then 0.5. And then we've got some extra chamfers around here. I think I put these as 2 before. I think this needs to be different. I think we had 1.5. I'm going to go check the other part that I've done and we'll make it the same. I think that would make sense. Skyping in the print room watching this. Oh dear. So 2 down, 1 in. Okay. One in, 2 down. And then we make, oh, this one 2. Hopefully that'll be a bit nicer. Going to put a small fillet on this corner because that's right in the edge of where it's going to assemble, so that pushes right into the corner of the metal parts. So we just put a little bit fillet there to make sure it doesn't collide with anything. If you have really well-tuned pressure advance, then it would be fine anyway, but then we've got this little monster to deal with. Hi Pavel. Did you saw my parts that did not get into the official release? I did not. No. Should I have done? Just noticed, so because the screen on this laptop is 4K, everything's scaled to make it kind of normal size so you can actually see things. But obviously there are some things that are based on the resolution of the screen. So you can see the mouse now is really, really tiny. And the little symbol to show tangency is also tiny. But as soon as I leave that tool, it goes back to normal size. Abracabra in printables. Print tables. Ooh. Those look quite nice. I should be able to share this. So these are some alternative XY parts. Yeah, you can see aesthetic change. They do look quite nice. That little black with green face accent just looks kind of tidy as well. Yeah, so there's different corners here. I might enlarge my chamfers a bit to get a bit closer to that. And then you've got these additional ones on the front. Let's see if I can integrate something like that. How come they didn't manage to make it into official release? Was it just a timing thing? They needed the parts immediately and they weren't quite ready. Yeah, 4mm, that looks kind of nice. So we need to modify that on these as well. Oh dear, no, these need to be equal. Equal 4mm. Top right. Did we do top left? We did. Morning, Leon. So that's looking pretty good. Don't need to make many changes here. I'm thinking this. I can't remember if I did something before on this. This is my old vehicle 3 idlers. I probably didn't change them. Oh no, I completely changed. Oh yeah, because mine was a slightly different thing, so totally different design. Okay, let's not worry about that then. Oh, where's it gone? I might change the design to have a flat top. That might be nice. Let's just do it from here, that'll be fine. Oh, what? That divided by 2. Oh, get rid of that. No, it's upside down, other way up. Twit. Let's just start again. Did you have to do any frame adjustments when you was done with building your VCore 3? I didn't adjust the frame on my VCore 3, no. How's your experience with scaling the parts for ABS? I've read somewhere you need to scale them to 100.5% to make them fit. Oh man. Where has this information come from? Everyone wants to scale their parts by 100.5%. Kind of like this, maybe a bit better. I'm not sure. I really want to be able to just like do this like three-way chamfer that Pavel does on these corners, like on this. Here. That feature here is basically a cut, a plain cut through here. I don't know how I would do that. So the reason people are doing it is because, well, I don't know. It is about the right scaling that is a kind of appropriate for the amount of, oh, why is this not working? It's appropriate for the amount of shrinkage that ABS has. So it's not completely ridiculous, but why can't I delete that face? That's bizarre. Is it because of this dodgy offset that I did? Is It's a bit of a dodgy feature. No, it's nothing to do with that. Well, let's just fix it ourselves. I think I would like this to be other more different feature. So in fact, what I would like is to extend this outwards. It might be quite difficult like this, so let's just put a line in here and extend it, because I think it's going to, oh. It doesn't want to extend projected features, so we'll just draw a circle. Yeah, so it doesn't come quite to here, so what we're going to do, I kind of want it like this, that tangent to there, something like that. I guess what's probably best is to just stick this over here, make that tangent. Oh, it is, cool. That'll be the easiest bit, that'll give you that. And then we'll put a Finity board on here. I think I prefer that a little bit. What if it's chamfer? I mean, that's kind of what was there before. Yeah, I think we'll stick with the fillet. Oh, sorry, I just realised I'm totally the wrong screen. Oops. So we need to find the other one of these. XY idler. So I've got the left one, I'm looking for a right one. Ta-da! Capture design history. Copy the bodies. I need to go get a fan because it's obscenely warm and I can't work like this. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. We can put some intermission music on. So. Right. How many people are watching this? 17. Okie dokie, let's carry on. Oh, is the latency different on this stream? Yeah, it's on normal rather than ultra low. But never mind. It's fine. Right, let's do the same as before. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, delete those. Oh, done it wrong again. Hide this. Kinematic. Two. Shabba. 4. 4. Here. Lovely. Do our offsets for the holes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at those, and fill it here. What else was there? This one. We haven't done this. Let's do this before I forget. That's good. Hey, 247. No, yes, this is with the NDI. It's so much better. Vastly, vastly improved. Nice. We need dimension for this, and then we do this to here, and it's that divided by 2 plus 0.5. And then we're putting, I think it's 2 in it. Chamfer. And then we'll do this bit as well. No, this one was fillet. I think we should put a small fillet here as well. I'm reasonably satisfied with that now. So, I mean, this has... So what we did on the XY joiners was shorten this space so we don't need the extra spaces, like this, so it just fits the... Oh, oopsie daisy. So it just fits the actual bearing and maybe a tiny little spacer above and below, which I think looks pretty tidy. On these idlers, where is it gone, that bit that I was just looking at? It would have to be at the bottom here, which means when it's printed this way up, you would end up with a ridiculous support, which is pointless. On the other side, you could do it because these would be at the top and the bearings would be at the bottom. Is there any point? They would look more unsymmetrical. So I don't think there's much to gain, really. You know what would be really interesting? To have this pot without this, just take that whole flange off and just have this tiny little piece that's like this top hat with this through here and maybe a screw that goes into the base of this. That would be interesting. Why the different heights in the bottom of the nut hole? So in here, so this is facing printing this way down. If you try to print a circle, so without that feature, wherever it is in here, if you try to print this way up, this whole area will have nothing supporting it. So there are a couple of ways you can do it. One of them is the sacrificial layer, which is what rat rig quite often do, and it just means you just have to take out that layer after you printed it. I'm not particularly a fan of that because then you get bits of plastic all over the place, maybe like stuck in the nuts, and it kind of jams things and things like that. It's not a major problem. If you're careful, you just clean it out. It's fine. But so if you tried to print it just as it is, it would kind of droop into the hole and just not work very well. So this is basically a slicer manipulation strategy, which basically means if you imagine it printing from this side, this top side first, as it goes down here, first it will print these two side pieces, which is just a very small and straight bridge. And then it gets to the next layer, which is 0.2 millimeters down, and then it will do a very small straight bridge again the other way, just up and down this way, up and down. And at that point you've covered most of your circle, and then you just have these areas, and then again it does kind of a small bridge across those spaces, and then it carries on with the circle. So it means your hole is not full of extra material, you don't have to deal with any sacrificial layers, you don't get any drooping into the hole, and you basically could just use it straight away. I prefer it. The thing for me is like, why would you not do it? There aren't, as far as I mean, there's time, and if you like have to change your part and then move the feature around, maybe that's a pain. Other than that, I can't see any big reasons not to do it. One thing I've just considered is that the head of this screw might protrude quite a bit. I think from here we should be able to check that, so let's whack that on there. It does. I'd quite like it not to protrude, so let's work out how much it's protruding by. Basically 1 millimeter. So if we make this -4 instead. Hey, yeah, that's not great. How do I want to deal with this? Just do this. No, because of this interference here. Oh, there's no reason why we can't just move the hole over a bit. it's not locating into anything, so we'll just move it. I love doing this. Not moving holes unnecessarily, but just being able to move a feature within something else is insane. You ready for this? Blub, blub, blub. Done. Move it 1 millimeter across, and then we can hopefully do this 1 millimeter out. It doesn't want to do it. But if we put that back there, oh, can we put it here, please? No. Okay. Right. We're just going to have to do this in a different order. So this stack here. Right, before we do the offset, then. Now we'll do the move. Fusion hates me today. Right. What about here? Is that acceptable? Yeah. We don't want that to be weird. We'll just maybe have to redo that. That's fine. Well, I'm going to, I suppose that's not quite part of this face, so it's going to put that in anyway. Well, that's fine. Whatever. And then we're going to chamfer this. I think that's this anyway. Yep. And then put the chamfer back on here. Now we've got to mimic that on this one too. So we might as well delete this. Bring back here. That's this feature, bring it here. That had to go back there anyway, then stick that in there. Move this across. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, we forgot to put the extra offset in. Move. Q1. There you go, that head's now pretty much flush with there. It's not in quite the right place, but it'll be fine. By the time it's in, it's not gonna, nobody's gonna know any different. And because it's just going into a long piece of extrusion, it should be fine. There's nothing else in there that it's gonna hit against. That'll be all good skis. Would it be nice for this to come up against? Unnecessary. Let's not get too into the weeds on that. Right, I think this is looking pretty nice now. It would be cool if we could do away with a lot of this material up here, but this is, we'll never finish if we start doing stuff like that. So we've got our idler now. We can update this, have a look on here. Ooh, nearly. Right. That looks cool. I like it. I like it. Very, very nice. So which part should we do next? That's the question. I can't change the latency. I don't know why it ended up on normal latency. It's kind of annoying. We can be going nearly 45 minutes already. That time just disappears. I mean, it's one of these or one of these, I think, down here is the next thing to battle. We did the idlers, didn't we? This is a vector 3D idler. Yep. And so it's this stuff down here. So oh, by the way, I hadn't shown this before, but there's one of my ideas for having stiffer Z mounting was, oh, is it on here? Maybe not. Yeah, this. I think this would be really cool. So because they're obviously using metal plates already, have metal plates at the top of the Z part, and then just plastic as spacers. Make these bolts a bit longer so they stick out the top rather than having to be embedded all the way down here. It should make that really stiff assembly. It's probably alright already, to be honest, but it just seemed like a nice little idea. So oh, my doorbell's going. I'll be back in a second. Right. So, I don't know if I really want to change much on these, to be honest. I think we could probably do chamfer angles for sure. Obviously this, you lose in the entire aesthetic as soon as you do this, but hopefully we can put in something that still looks good. That looks pretty neat. And then for the other bits, I'm going to do around here, 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 and here. To distance. That's that. This is going to be a little bit not pleasant. Change this to be so, and then we get this on here and here. I think that's a little bit tidier. And then we got the small chamfer for the internal stuff. So and then we've got to find out what we're going to do on these. These probably don't need anything, to be honest. Oopsie daisy, oopsie daisy. That looks pretty neat. I like it. So we've got sacrificial layers, we've got plenty of those we can do. Okay, so let's add a plane in. plane at an angle. That'll do. Down a minute. Oh, I was gonna move this as well, wasn't I? I think this needs to be moved. The thing I don't like, or would be concerned about, is this nut falling into the channel. It may not be a massive deal, but if we look, I mean, let's have a look at the frame. Do we have the whole? Yeah. So here, that nut is right above this. If you put the panel in and then put the screw on the top, as you push the screw in, you could push the nut out the bottom. I'm wondering if we move it to here, can we still fit the nut in? I mean, it works over here, so it should work here. We can put that in, and then if you press it down, it just depends, I suppose, then on the length of the screw. You don't have any extra screw length. I don't know how long those screws are. No, it doesn't. You can print it in ABS. I just like to fuss around with things. I have my own little things that I like to do. Hum de doo da day. That's 42, so we need to then take those two features, pattern them in this direction, 42 millimeters, just two, adjust that, nice, and then take that and that, oh no, that and that, show our construction plane and also mirror the construction plane. Nice. Apart from I've been an idiot and I've done it on the wrong blooming side, haven't I? What an absolute twit. Oh dear. Delete, 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 delete. Will we need this? Let's still use that. Right, let's try that again. Tangent, bibbidi boo, bidoo boo, done. And then we'll extend this again, direction down here. 2, just 2. Then take that, and mirror across our construction plane. That's that one, and then we can do these ones in here too. This distance is 20, so we'll take those two. Direction here, minus 20, 2, enter, and then take that, and that. We need to then edit this feature to include this, and this. Look at that! Lovely! I feel like this needs something. I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do it. So here, this is 15, and that's exactly half the extrusion. In the event that the true dimension is not 15, the whole part will sit further outwards in this direction because it'll be a little bit this way and a little bit that way. What's the best way to get it right in the middle of the extrusion? I mean, really, I'm not sure we want these. Do we want these? Yeah, I think we do want these. These need to be the critical faces rather than this stuff on here. Because I think we're aligning our lead screw. So all of this stuff here. So this, I don't know where the connector's gone. This stuff on here and on here and on here and on here and on here, you can see it's all being aligned on this vertical extrusion. So we want to use that as our reference. But with these in here, this could pull it in an undesirable direction a little bit. Ooh, I've only just noticed that. Is the bed now a new shape? Can someone confirm that the bed is now got that little cutaway? Because that is awesome. Maybe the one other thing would be nice is some like M3 screws or something in the back for alignment or something. Oh, that's nice. I'm happy. I didn't see that before. maybe some treatment in this corner, but the extrusion's got a little like 2mm fillet on it anyway, so there is a bit of extra material on there that shouldn't be a problem regardless. I'm not sure we need to change this part anymore. Have we done our hole offsets? We've not done any hole offsets. Should have done that at the start. Jiggy, jiggy, jiggy. Right. Hopefully all this matches back up again. No, it didn't. Great. Fambloobity-tastic. Where's the sketch? See, that's fine. Why is the sketch not? That is not the size of the hole at the time of that sketch. What's going on here then? Yeah, those sketch features don't rebuild properly. I think now it's fine. Yeah. I'm half tempted to take these bumps off the bottom, but it might be overkill. What I might do though, because we don't want these to be our critical faces, we just don't. I think we'll pull these in a bit as well. It might be wise to put this the other way around. So we're going to have to select here, 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 and here, and set the pivot to be the middle of this circle. Please, there we go. And then, with a bit of luck, we should be able to just rotate it. That'd be nicer. And the same over here. Oops, there's it. I think that'll be a bit tidier. Is there anything else we may want to do? I don't think so. Now I think, yeah, motor cage front is same left and right, so that's that already sorted. Time flies. Hour and what? Hour and 10 minutes. Okay. my neck. Do you want to make this block a little bit larger? Don't think we need to, doesn't really add much. Don't think we're going to do that. What about this piece? Does this need anything? Let's just isolate that. Right, let's go and put that way up. There's no way these are going to look sharp. They're going to be a bit wibbly wobbly. What can we do about that? Let's capture. It's only a little feature that, but I think it'll help. Especially with that little overhang as well. I think as soon as we're here, we'll do this. That should fit pretty good now. Oh, was the bed just something that changed as a development that I missed? So these screws are not coming out the end of the end of the nut. I wonder if they're long enough. We shall see. So I think that's pretty good. I do not know where this has gone. Why is that just missing? Let's rebuild and see what happens. Thrust bearing. Oh, all the screws are hidden as well. There we go. And there we go. So this one next. Let's have a look at this. Blimey, dames all over the place. Okay. Cool. I'm going to try and make them the same, so I just want to bring up the other part that I've just finished, so I get the chamfers and stuff the same size. Oh, it's going to be in here anyway, isn't it? No, because it's resaved all those. Okay. This. Open. Original? Modified. Original? Basically the same. Right. All offsets. All of these, 3, 8. And then 1, 2. Oh, I've just noticed this one for some reason has gone backwards. That's blimmin' fantastic. I've one as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're printing face down, aren't we? So this one. Nice. And why does it always end up the wrong way? No, it's still on joint. Cut. Yes. Okay. So what's the distance here to here? 32. Oh, we could just do... Will it work? No. Direction here, 32. Minus 32, 2. And then we've got this nice plane that's right down the middle, so we can mirror over that. Mirror those features. Then over here. Right. Ugh. I have a random unassociated question. Is this camera appropriate? So, I don't know if you've seen before, but I made these PCBs with lights on them. They're designed by Voron hardware, but I've just modified them a lot. They're obviously designed to fit in a Voron, but they're just a 270mm LED. The only thing I want to know is what colour do you think these should be? I thought white was good because it's a light, but I've had people asking for black, and like other colours are available, like green and purple and blue and yellow. I'm not going to do all colours, but should they be white? Should they be black? Should they be green? Should they be something else? I'd like to know what you think. Black seems fine for looks. Not sure if the white actually helps due to the degree of light count. Yeah, I mean the light angle I think is like 120 degrees, so there's not really anything like bouncing off of the PCB. It just seemed like white would be a good colour for it. That was all. I want this in multiple places. I should have done that over here, and then I could have patterned here and here. Let's just start again. Doesn't take long. Let's start the sketch again on the right place. Let's sketch here. This will be better. Long bracket. Stick this in at 50, no, 45, no, 40, that's the one. Now, hopefully, do this here, this here, and then we have to suppress this one, and 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 this one. Ta-da! I think I didn't properly define those overhang angles in the other one. I didn't. Laziness. Let's get the left one as well. Oops, missed. I mean, people want colours, like build specific colours, because people like to have like matching colours and stuff. I don't think I can do enough to warrant that. But just having one colour that works for nearly everyone is normally black, isn't it, I suppose? Believe it or not, I'm now starting to get cold through some sort of miracle. You're blowing off air and you cool down. It's not too humid yet, so. Right. Oh, what did I do with the big one? There it is. Yeah, so those will bridge over that way. Those can bridge over that way. These are against the build plate. Need to do this one. I'm going to take these away. I don't think they're a great idea. You're asking for trouble with that. It looks naff having just plain geometry like this, but it's going to be a better decision. What we would put is one in there, though. That's a good idea. 25 people. Can we try and get 25 likes to match the 25 people? 23 people. 2 people disappeared as soon as I said something. Oh dear. I'm not sure why this hole was necessary. I know it's for the screw in the back. But do we not have ball head screws? Ball heads. I like that it's tidy. I like that the screws are not out the back. I prefer this to the old design, definitely. It's just got a lot of dependent faces, hasn't it? Not sure how much this block adds. Is it better because of this? Well, I'm not going to change it. Put it that way. So we can rename this one now. Oh, what we do need to do is this, isn't it? Is there much? Probably not. I don't think there's anything to gain from removing it, so I'm not going to bother removing it. Tolerances are quite optimistic, I think, for this part actually. .2, that's not too bad. Should be reasonably flexible, so. What do we think? What do we think? And what do I think? This hole just looks weird. What can we do about this hole? I've just noticed that this is not right. Capture position, no. Right, now we're on to arms. Dropped to 20 people now, and now to 18. Oh dear, this is weird. So, what do we want to fuss with this? My question is, what are the angles? Because I don't think this angle's right. I can't read it, it's under the thing. 146. I don't think it should be 146. I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be... Well, excuse me. Just looking up some stuff for kinematic coupling. Pretty sure, yeah, the Maxwell kinematic coupling. The reproducible precision of kinematic coupling comes from the idea of exact constraint design. The principle of exact constraint design is the number of points of constraint should be equal to the number of degrees of freedom to be constrained. In a mechanical system, there are 6 potential degrees of freedom. There are 3 linear edges, 3 linear degrees of freedom, and 3 rotational degrees of freedom around each axis, commonly called pitch, roll, and yaw. If a system is under-constrained, then the 2 parts are free to move in one of the degrees of freedom. If the system is over-constrained, it can cause the system to break down under deformation. Extra care needs to be taken when designing an over-constrained system. Kinematic coupling designs only make contact with the number of points equal to the number of degrees of freedom that are to be restrained and therefore are predictable. The Maxwell criterion. What's the Maxwell criterion? A scientist most associated with 3 balls in 3 grooves kinematic mount proposed a criterion for ensuring stability. I'll include the full criterion and references in the article that accompanies the video. To promote stability, arrange the bearing surfaces such that if one surface is removed, the direction in which the part would be free to move is as close to perpendicular to that surface as possible. A what? If you divide, shall I share this? Here we go. Second screen here. I don't know why it's all over one side of the page. I'd have thought they should be separated around the circle 120 degrees, so each exactly 1/3. Maybe it doesn't matter. Sounds like these models might be useful, but I'm not going to download stuff while I'm streaming. Well, let's not worry about it because it's going to be a big change if we need to do that, so I'm not going to bother. How am I cold? It's bizarre. Oh, too used to the wireless microphone. So that's your Kinematic slidey, what's it? The slidey boy. Chamfers this side are going to be fine. That jammed right up against there. This arrangement of chamfers all looks very pretty, but I kind of want to delete this. It's going to get stuck here now. Capture history, copy the body, rename the original, right. So it's obviously printing this way up. So these chamfers, which are around 45, I want to get rid of and change for something else, because ABS doesn't like, well, you just can't have the cooling needed to get a nice looking overhang at 45 degrees, in my opinion. So let's check these out as well. And we can put our base feature in here too for these holes. Oh, I've done it all as loads of features again. Silly Billy. Oh well, we'll just group them. Cut through there. Right. Let's start with this in here. I want to do this, because I know it's going to be a little bit annoying. So this way, something like this. I probably want to do it the other way actually. That would be the shorter bridge. So I'm doing this whole manipulation trick here just over a larger area with these sort of two holes at the same time. Oh, we could do this way anyway, don't we? So now we're going to do some cutting. So this way is the long bridge, so we want to do that second. So we want to cut out for the short bridge first. So like this, I think. There we go. That should make those easy. Now these chamfers. The originals look like that, so if we go maybe here and then here, I think that would look okay. Just put both on here. Oh, this one's gone annoying. Why you do this? Add another one here. That's 6, 3.5. 3.5. You have to do it symmetrically again. Let's do that on the end one too. And then this one here, we can do the small. Oh. I'm going to take the offset off of the inside of these holes because we want them nice and tight, really. It's not ideal, but I think that'll be better. Are we missing anything? I think for these, the right one is symmetrically opposite, so don't worry too much about that. I don't want to remodel the whole thing again, just so we can put a different letter on it. What's easier is to, where's the origin in here? Kind of the wrong side, but that's fine, whatever. Body, this, mirror plane, this, and then we just delete the L. Oh. So left is left and nothing is right. And now you've got both without any faffing for the entire second part. And then I'm just going to hide this one because otherwise our model's going to look weird. I think we could probably do something about the overhangs in these holes because we need those screws to be nicely positioned. So I don't think we want this. Which one did I put the sketch on? That one. That would be a little bit weird. It won't work quite perfectly. But I think it will be fine. And then we just need to pattern it. Pattern this feature. In this direction, and this direction, that's fine. This direction. Is that going to ruin? No, I think that'll be fine. Oops, I need to move these back beyond that, otherwise it's not going to be there. Nice. You know what might be a better idea than doing, oh, we'll just save, copy as, v3d, bed arm, right. Did we not do the other XY joiner? Was I Mr. Lazy and just did one side? This one's definitely not done, is it? Whereas this one is. Okie dokie. Gonna have to do the other one of those. Unless we do a thing where we just fix it. No, we'll do it proper, I think. We've got the back one to do, the back arm. And then the rest is ever, I think. Cable guide. Yeah, so just ever. Okie dokie. Ooh, what's the time? 11:40. It's time for 11s. Time for coffee. So for the cauliflower, you can scale it to 200%. I've put the number in the spreadsheet so that you can, but make sure you have calipers that you can also measure that larger print with. Otherwise, you're going to be no better off. In fact, you will be worse off. 100mm has worked well for pretty much everyone so far. There's not much reason to go bigger. I mean, technically, yes, bigger is better, but you've got other inaccuracy issues that you're probably going to have before then. Time for the F1. Thank you, Nuno. See you later. In fact, we're doing another live stream tonight, so maybe then. So this is where we want to get to, and this is where we currently are. So I'm going to try and run through similar process. So we've copied our body first, and then deleting lots of things. How is deleting that face ended up with that? That makes no sense. Okay, well now it's gone. So that, and then that gets rid of that. That gets rid of that. And then it's whole offset, isn't it? Yes. And we're filling in this lot down here. We end up oops, to there. Let's project that and that. Right, so if we go back to here, instead of projecting that line, we'll project the inner one because reasons. Then we can use that in our new sketch to create the new slot. Oh, please work? No. No, wrong one. This one. .65. Let's change this to teardrop. I think it'll look nicer. Like that. Did that just go tangent top? No, that's 4.8. Okay. Just notice this is completely filled in. That's not what we want. We want that. There we go. Let me take this. No. Take this. Let me take this. Minus 12.5, I think it is, or something. 2.6. This scaling thing. Wow, man. Do I need to make an entire video about it? There are more differences basically between PETG and ABS than just shrinkage, right? All the thermal properties of ABS and PETG are different. you need to adjust for the amount of cooling you can use. For example, ABS, you can't really just put on loads of cooling. If you put on loads of cooling, you lose your layer adhesion. It's still ABS, but it's not got that durability because the layers fall apart. PETG, you can just kind of cool it a bit more and you get a nice overhang. But if you don't do that, then you get sloppy overhangs on ABS, which we don't want. Nobody likes a sloppy overhang. So rack at the back, up 30. So this isn't where it gets different because it's on the other side. I do want to get this right though, so joiner left is what we're looking for, to make sure that any changes we make are in the right place. Well, I didn't find it. Where is it then? There isn't an assembly for it. Okay. It's just the gantry assembly, I guess. Over here. Yeah, so it's top down for the left side. We might get rid of this. I'm not sure we really want this face coming down here. This outside. Looks a little bit precarious, but should be fine. We have the other sketch which pulls that face the other direction. So that's that one, top down. So this one will be bottom up. This is going to be easy because that's just that. Cool. Right, no chamfers, 3.5. This should be gone. Oh, Nelly, hello. No. How on earth did that happen? Does that still work? Yes. Oh, we didn't do the top bits for those, okay. Why do I keep going to this one? Five at the back. One, two on those. Oh my goodness, why do I keep going to the wrong window? Shabba, 2, 3, 4. Two, one. What did I do here? 2, 4. Okay, so no, not fillet. Don't jump up. So, and the same here. 5, 7. Okay. Here's this one. Right. That should be the joiners both done now. I feel like this would be better served by having the screws that go into the extrusion all the way through like these, and these ones to be in here. It's nice that these are further out, but these are mechanical fixings for strength only. These ones are clamping these bearing stacks, so you're limited by your tightness because you don't want to crush that all apart. Whereas these ones can do as much as you like because you're pulling on aluminium, you're clamping against the plastic. I think that would be a really good opportunity to change the strength of that part. How are we for space on the other end? I might risk it for a biscuit and put the mods into these parts. All we need to add is a nut recess on the inside here, and that means you could do that whole stack without this plate, and then the screw will still poke out the bottom. I think that would be effing amazing. Oh, there's not much material here, is there though? Well, I might have to change this chamfer on there a lot. Let's go to like a 1-2 or something. Or a 2-3-2. So what size are these? Eight. So say like 8.2. We need to be careful of orientation here. This one needs to be that way. It does make it pretty close to the edge, but that should be alright. What's the depth of this? I'd like some extra material here, but I don't know if we can have it. Now, computer's just starting to go a bit crazy. Let me just check what's going on. I've got a unique cooling solution. Look at this. Some just biro pens stuck under the back, so you can get a bit more airflow underneath. Otherwise, it just overheats. Amazing. Well done, Dale. Great design. So the upside is we don't have the metal plates sticking out. The downside is that we've got to do something with these. These need to be much, much longer. I mean, people are not going to have the appropriate screws to do it. So it's a matter of me fixing it. Oh, no, 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 no. Why did you do that? Why are you moving the whole thing? Oh, because it's decided to make a rigid group. And then we need these ones to be much longer. $27.7, well that's an annoying length, isn't it? 25, I guess, would be the closest. Let's see if I have the appropriate screws to even do this myself. I do not seem to have M5 by 25. I guess we shall ignore this because we're not trying to change the design really. That can serve as a feature we can discover at another date. For now, they shall remain as this design, but with the little chamfer on the front. Right. Wow, 2.5 hours. Jesus, where did that time go? It's 12:10. Okay, I think we're going to stop there then. I think there's only one more part to do, so I might just finish that offline and then I'll upload all the bits that I've done. I'll give them a test print at some point. It's probably a good idea, right, before I upload them all. Has that been named? Yes, that's been named. And that's the assembly. So yeah, I think this is the only part now. That's going to be fine. Is this part is the only part left to do? Do I have time? Let's just do it now, because that way we've done everything. So let's get this one open so we have a spare to look at. So we can recall the features that we did before. Oh, no, down there, up here. And we got this one. So history, capture history. Bodies, duplicate. The original and the modified. Save it so we can get the right name. Come to the top, please. Hello, there we go. ed_bed. Right. I'm getting cold. Ow! This one looks like it's not going to be too bad. Oh no, changed my mind. Okay. So, we need to delete some faces. Delete these in here. Doop, 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 doop. Boop. Need to delete those, and this, 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 and this. That one's fine. That goes, that goes, that goes, that goes. These around the wrong way. This is not ideal. This one's not going to be easy. This one is such complicated. Let's see if we can. So normally I delete the chamfer and put it back in, but I feel if I delete that, it's going to go weird. It didn't, but I don't have the same face now for creating the chamfer. I think it's been drawn in. So what I'm going to try and do is just move the chamfer and rotate it around its bottom face. Set the pivot to that point there. And rotate it a couple of degrees. Oh, it's taking all of that with it. That we do not want. We just want to move that face. It's keeping the tangency to the thing, which we don't want. I don't know why it's decided to do that. Oh dear, oh dear. I've made it poop itself. How to crash Fusion360 in 3 easy steps. Yeah, this is... I don't think this is coming back. Right, let me just close this, annul that. Yeah, I think that is a bit of a does not compute. I think we went to infinity there. Excuse me. I think I probably will get a coffee after this. Make myself a nice coffee. And then get all prepared. Maybe edit a video and get set up for the Voron assembly live stream this evening at 7:30. Double live stream in one day, eh? That's a real luxury. Right, you should be able to come back now. There's a recovery file for this one, but it really doesn't matter because I've not actually changed this assembly. I've just changed the parts that are in it. So all we have to do is just refresh to the latest version and it's instantly back to where it was. Bada bing, bada boom. Encountering performance issues. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a driver update. Unfortunately, I don't think it's a very popular time for people to enjoy live streams. So, I mean, there may be more informal ones like this. There also might not be. I'm just getting rid of this floating origin in the back because it's annoying me. Looks so messy. I really wish you could drag these windows around. It annoys me that you can't. You have to close it and reopen it. There we go. Right, what has it got? What has it kept? What has it lost? Oh, this, what the fuck is this? No, it doesn't want to do it at all. Delete this, and then delete this. I won't delete this. Delete this? No. No, sir. No can do. Doesn't like this one, does it? Doesn't like this one at all. What's that overhang angle? It looks like about 45. Oops, not that one. It is 45. What if we stick a one on here that's not 45? Boom. I think we're going to do this is to get this and just create a new line up here at the angle which we want, which is more like 40 degrees or even 35 degrees. Stick a line in the middle, mirror our design over the other side. Oh no, don't mirror that, mirror this. Over that. There we go. Take this profile, profile, bring it out here. Yes. Very nice. Let's do the ones up the top here. Mirror. There we go, let's improve those angles. Now we've got to deal with these little bastards. Loads of faces in here. Let's get all of these. I don't think it's going to like this. This could be another crash scenario. I might just save it first because I'm going to get rid of these chamfers around here first. I'm pretty sure that it's not going to help if we keep those in. This one should be not too bad, but this one is not going to like at all, I don't think. Faces. Oh no, we can't do both at the same time. Set pivot, and then to the middle of this hole, and then we simply go like this. Oh no, hang on. Tick, and then go like this. 30 degrees, done. And the other one. Yeah, so this one goes a little bit funky because it's trying to preserve things that we don't really want it to preserve. What should we do with the drunken sailor here? I wonder what happens if we rotate the other way. Oh dear, no. Ah, that looks much better. I like this. This is good. This situation is not ideal, so we're going to have to deal with that. We need to do our whole offsets as well. Let's do those. I've got to do this ones too. Yeah, we might just not do these ones for this. I think it's going to cause problems. Oh, what have I got? That's fine. These two in here, these four here. Why won't it go to the end? There we go. Right. To be, yeah, definitely missing some chamfers on this top area. Let's see what we can do there. So what have we got to begin with? One big one all the way down, and then smaller ones around here. We've now got two faces here, so I don't know where they came from, but it's now going to look a bit different. Unless I'm going to have to employ a sketch method again. Let's get this in here. Get rid of this. 50. No, this just. I'll get that out of the way. Move you to about there. 1.25. Good. Back to this shape. So, how's this going to work? I suppose we could offset. Yeah, I think that's good. That's what we want. Mirror, no, not the face feature. Here the plane. Bippity. Oh, that's not worked very well. Huh. Weird. Doesn't like it at all. Got a better idea. Let's mirror this. Set of lines over here. Now I can put this nice constraint because that'll help. So take this one, start, offset, one side, two object, this face here. Whoa, is that right? That looks acceptable. Right, okay, sure. I would like this not to come, so there's a lot of material here and there's not much filament holding this end down. I mean, it shouldn't warp, but I might try and improve this. If we take this out to, that's a bit over constrained, isn't it? Oh no, that's fine. 10. Puts a little bit more meat on those bones. Might put a cheeky little chamfer on the front. Yeah, these holes are going to be a bit messy, aren't they? That's the other thing. I might just do that from this side. That would be... Right, so let's take a dimension on that again. What's the spacing on these? 20 by 15, okay. Rectangular pattern, objects, do. 2. Well, that worked out remarkably well. we'll just change this to 40 and then those will match up. Oh yes. I don't know why it doesn't like it. I think it's because the part of the cut is exactly equal on this face here. So we might have to do it in two parts. We'll do it. We'll do the top one to here. And do the bottom one. To here. Yeah, it's not liking something around there. It doesn't quite line up. It's fine. Right. I think we're good to go there. That. And that's all those parts. Origin, like that. Right, there we go. Wow, this is 3 hours. 3 hours now and we're doing another 3 hours later. This is going to be a long day. Right. Okay, that's going to be it for me for now. I was going to say for today, but it's not because we've got the full Voron stream later. Got this one. It does look alienistic, doesn't it? Cool, so I probably won't upload these parts straight away. I should print out a version probably first and then or will I? It might be better for somebody else to prototype them because I don't know if I'm planning to be rebuild, so it might be a bit of a waste of material to print a whole set of parts and then not use them. Because considering the modifications are small, they shouldn't need much testing. I mean, we can see that all the key geometry positions are all just the same still. The only one that's really moved is this, and it's moved 1 millimeter in a rail that's not going to make any difference. So I might just export them all as they are. I suppose the other thing I'll do before I do that is I'll rotate them all. So normally the last feature I put in the tree is a rotation to get it to the print orientation rather than the CAD orientation, so that when I export them all, they're already flipped around to the way I want them to be. So we shall see you a little bit later. Yeah. That's it for now. I'll see you in the Voron stream at 7:30 this evening. I hope you enjoy the middle or rest of whatever, some part of your day that's not now. Goodbye.